Excuse me. Oh boy. Sorry about that prolonged ad break, prolonged intro there, but hello there. It is Friday, you know what that means. Welcome on in, my name is Kira Kennedy. We are live for the first time in a while with Pokemon Pokemon Violet and Alpha Sapphire dual hunting. How y'all doing? Sorry, I had to run upstairs because I went to go down to get something to drink and it took a minute on that one. But how are y'all doing today? I had a crazy day, but let's get into our stuff here. I am working off a significantly smaller screen than usual today because I decided to try something different with my hunts. Actually, let's go ahead, let's move this back so we can at least work with a larger screen. That's my remote. Just gonna switch back to the... Alright, that's better. That is better. Let's go ahead and... I got my eggs in the party, right? Yes, I do. Alright, let's get this party started. Oh, crap. There we go. Alright, now, fun part. I have my Berry, Toad, Noel, Croft camo, Viserion. Alright. Do this thing. Yes? Yes, alright. So how are y'all doing today? I had, it's a bit of a crazy day. Had to go out and do a lot of errands today. But we are ready for just about anything. It's the first time in a while I've done soft resets on 3DS, so I had to remember what the command was. Go ahead and have Twitch open on this side, YouTube open on this side. Oop. There, that's better. Which open there, and boom. There we go. Now I can read chat and... Just trying to remember what... Okay, so that is no on Regice number 2 for tonight. Is that it? Or is that the sun? That's the sun. That's the sun that was throwing me off on that one. Yes, I think the rest of these are Fiona eggs. Yeah, the rest of these are Fiona eggs. Say that with some level of certainty. In addition to all that, I got my tickets for the Marvels next week, so that's gonna be thing. All right. Oh, that's oh. I shouldn't turn this volume up so loud, because otherwise the mic's gonna pick it up no matter what when I talk, and that's gonna sound very weird for you guys, but... Ow. Make sure we have... I think... Yeah, okay, mic is working, thank God. Oh. I think that's it for the... Okay, that... And what do I need to swap out my eggs. I have probably not enough to do a 4-hour stream, but let's see. We'll see how this turns out. I didn't really load up on any more eggs today. Come on. There. Oh, nope, nope. Damn it. That's better. Getting everything set up kind of threw me off there. Alright, we're back. We got this. Nope, too bright. Or it's had to start with the hardest one. What else am I gonna need after this? I know I'm gonna need I know with these, I think specifically I need to have 3 Reggies in my party when it comes time for Regice. We're still a ways away from that. I'm also kind of curious to know if there is a legendary hunting method, if the other Reggies are going to be available for Scarlet and Violet. Like, say, something similar to DA's, where you don't have to take the Pokemon. You know, you don't have to reset after every encounter. 'Cause that's the one thing that stopped me from doing, like, a lot of legendary hunts on the Switch. Like, I get away with Shaman because of the fact that it's, you know, I can run away, come back, and kind of reset everything. That's a no. And also, just for clarification on why the world is spinning like that, I have a hair tie on my controller that's helping me kind of move around a lot, so I can do the double hunts. This is how I usually get away with. This is how I used to get away with doing like double hunts, like SOS hunting and reset and Shaman resets. So I would have just my character kind of riding around the olive field just outside of Cortando, and then do whatever 3DS hunts I would have that way. Oh, wow, okay, so that was all starters. That is a no. Leave. And... Whoops. I accidentally took a picture. Alright. Again, time. There we go. Oh, whoa. How did I jump all this? There. Put eggs in the... 81 without... R buttons. All right, because I need both buttons for available so I can do the reset, the soft reset shortcut, which for the 3DS basically L, R, start and select. That's how I've been able to just go straight back to the home screen without, the menu button to go back to the menu and all that, but without doing that. It's something I wish we had on the Switch, but I don't know. I guess because the controls started getting more complicated. I don't know. Okay. Also, for those of you wondering, Regice is right here. Just kind of lying down over on the side. With some blankets in case she gets cold. I think this might be all starters again too, because I think this is either number 3 or number 4. That's a no. I know I'm calling this double hunting, but I guess this is more like hunting 6 Pokemon at once. No, the last thing's a Fiona. Nope. Okay. For some reason, I'm randomly jumping when I hit I don't know if it's just... Damn, this Fiona is taking a long time to hatch. There it is. All right. Okay. Quickly swap our eggs before we do our next Regice encounter. Like, I know there's some 2095. No, wait. Could be 2090. This one would be 2095. I'll just leave it at 2095 and I just won't push. I just gotta remember not to push the button. There we go. The real trick is getting the rubber band around the sorry, the not the rubber band, the hair tie around C-stick, because that's a smaller margin for error, I guess. I don't know. Nope. Okay. Oh. Excuse me. Don't push the button this time because I already pushed it by accident before. Nope. The other thing I gotta remember is just trying to keep track of, like, the controllers and stuff. No, wrong button. There we go. Because there'll be times where I'm pressing the A button on the 3DS trying to get a reaction for Scarlet and Violet when this is the controller I need for that. Or but this, I don't know if you saw that because I might not have looked at. Yeah, there, that. Nope. Oh. Ugh, sorry. Lipstick on my lips because they're really fucked right now. The good news about, like, hunts here is, like, they go by so fast. Or the... Nope. That, I think, is a no. That, oh, that's all of them. Okay. Alright. Just trying to split my attention here. There. Oh, accidentally knocked over the giant novelty olive. Alright. That is definitely not it. And the question is, of these 5, which one is going to be replaced with a Tauros first? My money is going to be on Coco. But I could be wrong. For all I know, Quaxley could be the first one off this list. And that's the one that's like the furthest behind. Because I still need 2 more Quaxley, whereas I only need a single Sprigatito, Fione, Flabebe, or Fuecoco. I don't think that's it. I'm gonna kick myself if that turned out to be it and I just wasn't paying attention. Just trying to turn this to the right level where my mic won't hopefully pick it up. Because I know when we were doing the Nuzlocke, that threw a lot of people off. I forget to... Let's just up that count now. I forgot to up the count. Nope. But yeah, I need to keep Twitch open specifically because I need to know when the ad breaks are so I can time my, you know, if I need to go to the bathroom, I know a good time to do that. Yeah, I did. So these are all Fione then. That is a no. Hit the reset. I don't know why that didn't work. I did that a couple times. Jeez. All right. Alright. Boom. Up. Oh. Nope. Yeah, with Regice specifically, I either have to hear the ding, or I have to be able to see the animation, because it's gonna be so easy to miss that if I'm not careful. I think that was 3. Yeah, that was 3. Okay. No. That is our first box done. That also occurs that if I run... I might run out of eggs, or we can really get anything for going. The good news is I can still do Reggie encounters while getting more eggs ready if I need to. Got to hit triple digits on this one. For some reason that didn't work. And 9 button. 21.5. Almost hit a button when I didn't need to. No. only downside is just really long loading times. Besides this, I'm trying to think what else really hunt on the 3DS besides like a few legendaries, because I know I'm gonna have like a limited amount of time on how long I might be able to hunt in the 3DS era, considering oh, probably reset that. Nope, them's pink eyes. I think that's 4, it could be 5. That is 4. Okay. Got to push a button for Regice there. Say I did. Either way. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this last egg is gonna be a Fiona. Alright. Last egg of this batch, so let's... Back there. Is... No. Yeah. And... Don't know if I can. That would all count it anyways. I'm losing losing track of the Reggie hunts now. I think I want to specifically focus on the Reggies right now, and then I know Lugia is another hunt I have access to here. I think I got the Clear Bell already. Ho-Oh I can do in Scarlet in Sword and Shield. I think I'm gonna do the Lake Trio in Sword and Shield too. Don't need to push the button yet. Oh, I might have jumped the gun on that one, but I don't think that was it. I gotta remember to wait until I see the trainer to reset. Push the button on that last one. Starter. Or a pool baby. One more egg. Whop. that's our last egg for this batch. Shame I can't set up a picnic inside the olive roll field. Ah, crap. You know, it's funny though, with Blueberry Academy taking part in Unova, you'd figure there'd be a lot more Unovan Pokemon available. I mean, I guess we're getting Blitzel. I think Golett and Darumaka are gonna be available. And of course, the Unovan starters are gonna be there. I forgot to push the button. Yeah, no, this is a batch of eggs. Or a new batch of eggs. Okay, good, I hit the button. I was gonna say, I don't think I hit the button there, but I did. That's a no. Oh, no. Okay. That's a no for the Sprig. More like Sprigatino, am I right? We're starting to get back into a pattern here, which is good. If I can get into a rhythm with this, go by a little easier. Excuse me. Okay, I think these are all Eonate eggs. Yeah, these last two eggs are Eonate eggs. Barely perceptible, but it's not. That wasn't it. Just for clarification, I have the Twitch screen kind of, or the Twitch feed, which has a bit of a delay open as well, so I can kind of still see whether or not, like, if I miss it on the main screen. Nope. You know, with Fiona, the only real surefire way to tell is going to be that gem in the center. Yeah, that was... I think that's my last egg coming up. Yep, still got one more egg. It's just taking a while for some reason. Got to hit the button with that last dice encounter. Right. I wonder if they're going to go, when it comes to Indigo Disc, if they're just not going to release a trailer with it. Which is fine, honestly, if releasing a trailer is potentially... I don't mind going in more blind than usual for this one. And if, I don't know, if releasing a trailer, or if they don't have enough, usable, non-glitchy footage, or they're worried about whatever for a trailer, I'm okay with that if it means, getting a slightly more polished product. But I don't know, I feel like the announcement of when the Indigo Disc is coming out should have coincided with a trailer, but whatever, right? So I don't know how many eggs this is. I've lost count all of a sudden. Push this button just in case, because I think... Nope. Alright, so that was a fresh batch. That's good to know, at least. I didn't completely lose track of everything there. And Regice. Dice is no dice. Yeah, no dice. Alright, I might need to use the bathrooms, but I want to try to wait until closer to when our ad break is supposed to happen, but might have, you know what, sorry, I'm just going to use the facilities right now. I'll be back in just a bit. I'm gonna run an ad while I run to the bathroom, and I'll be back in a bit. In a few. Sorry. That bathroom longer than I was expecting. Anyways, we're back. I have 2 more eggs to hatch, and I can definitely say with any and all certainty that that is not Shiny Regice. Let's just keep this open for now. In about next another hour, I'll open the Twitch tab again, I think. Right, that's... I think I got 1 more egg after this. Yeah, 1 more egg. Excuse me. I'm still dealing with a bit of a cold from the last few weeks. Alright. It's 3DS. Move this. Then it a little. There we go, that's better. That OCD was gonna drive me nuts. Also, time it takes for the load for the game to load back up. Another batch of eggs in. And there we go. Ugh. I'm actually curious when it comes to the old, when it comes to like pre-Gen 8 VGC, how they, like the game streams and stuff, how they, got the footage. Whether it was like, I guess what I would assume it would probably could have been was, they provided, it's kind of like what they do for Pokemon Go, where they provided the system and all you had to bring was the cartridge if you were playing on stream. And I suppose that was a question I could have asked some of the vets that were in Toronto, but or some of the Pokemon, the VGC vets, people who've done VGC, you know, since, you know, like 10, 13 years or what, you know, or as long, however long it's been. That's a question I could have asked them, but up that count as well before I forget. Drop a couple. I mean, that's, I guess. I also had gotten some cards today as well, but I just I don't have any sleeves. Needed to. I figured I'd wait until batch of sleep, new batch of sleep. Wow. Before I start, before I open those cards, I'll probably open them tomorrow before the Tomb Raider stream, because for those of you who didn't see the Discord post, we're playing the Tomb Raider reboot. Starting the Tomb Raider reboot tomorrow. And I think, because as far as I know, there's been no authorization of a video game strike, so I think SAG-AFTRA is still in negotiation for their interactive media deal, or new interactive media deal. But I think the new year is a good time to hold off before we start the next one in the game. What's the next one in the series I gotta play? I'm gonna see if I have the list Max sent me. Okay. Okay, let's quickly swap these eggs beforehand. Oh shit. I think there was an order. Here we go. Okay, so I did Birth by Sleep. I need to watch Recoded. Need Dream Drop Distance. So oh. I don't know if I could do I gotta ask Max about like if Dream Drop Distance is a separate game, or because I know I have some of the Kingdom Hearts games on my in my wish list. Did I up the count for? I'm just gonna assume I didn't and push the button. Okay, let's check my library real quick. This is my library. Check my wish list. Okay. Melody of Memory, which isn't necessary. We've got the Remind DLC. We've got the 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue. Okay, so I need the 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue. That's the next one on the list I need, because that's got Dream Drop Distance and all the pre-3 stuff I need. Push the Gen 9 button just in case as well. That's a no. Oops. Oh, I just hit the reset button again. That was dumb. Okay. Did a reset without even doing an encounter. That's a no. Batch done? No, I got one more egg. That last egg is a Fiona egg. I can say that for certain. Oh. And of course, tomorrow I gotta post up the schedule for next week. Right. I think that's the last egg for this batch. Yeah, last egg for this batch. Okay. I thought that one might have been it. I mean, we're only like less than 150, only like just over 130 resets into this, right? I think odds for these, I don't know if the Shiny Charm affects static encounters in Gen 6. But, you know, we're definitely nowhere near odds right now. Excuse me. Excuse me. How many eggs are we on right now? Oh, that's only 2. Wow. Okay. Tuckered herself out today. I don't know what she did, but she tuckered herself out. Normally she's like, no. Might help if I actually loaded the game up. The next one's gonna be interesting. Is going to be. Oh no, we need to back out of this. I think these are all. Yeah, this last egg is a Fiona egg. I can say that for certain. The reset combination, that didn't work. Actually, one thing I really do appreciate about the Switch, especially, is how the portable Switch stands. They're also very good for the 3DS as well. I think that's it. Could be wrong. Oh, that is definitely it. Okay. One more box left, and I'm gonna have to get a little creative here. I also gotta remember where I put the controller grip for my 3D. Oh, it's right down here. Found it. I don't think that's it. Yeah, no. Oh, this is the wrong one because this doesn't have an actual grip on it. One of the pegs that's supposed to hold it in place broke off. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is the right one. I'll check. I'll check when stream's done, I think. Suppose I could check right now. Oh, this is the right one. That's it. Second need. There. Had to take the GDS out of the controller grip. That is definitely it. That is also not. Ah, crap. Oh well. Let's start again. Scratch with that. Okay. No. Yeah, I'm also just kind of gonna be looking at I got two, of course, as I've always said, I've got two monitors, and the monitor to my left is the one that has my my stream display almost. I think. Oh no, I was gonna say I think I might have run out of eggs there. That's. That's a bit too loud. Alright, let's. I can at least. I already pushed the button. Didn't count it. Okay. Well, now I pushed the button. Yeah, let's drop a quick save here. But the other good thing about this controller grip is it also doubles as a display stand. There's a little kickstand out there, so I can set it up on its side. Set it up kind of without having to put my 3DS down. I should have gotten some more eggs ready for today. That was on me. Okay. Okay. One Sprigatito and the rest of these are Fiona eggs. Wow. Anytime it looks like I'm kind of reaching forward, that's usually just me. That's usually me interacting with my 3DS. Like I said, I've got my 3DS off to one side here, and I've got my controller just in front of the keyboard in case I need to hit the A button. And then also this Stream Deck, which is kind of in between the two. situation arises, let me actually switch over to game footage for a sec. I'm gonna quickly swap out 9 to disappear for a bit. 9 egg. Yes. Oh, geez. Sec. Bear with me. Bear with me, please. Legend? Code? Legend, yeah, okay, so copy that. There. That's better. Alright. Dual hunt. Oh, and I need the 3DS open. Yes. Oh, that's not what I wanted. There we go. This over top of that. That. And there. So if that situation arises, I'll have my I'll Spotify ready. So that way, if the situation comes up, I can just switch over to the single game, get the eggs I need, and then go from there. Do like a half hour's worth of reading, and then kind of continue onward. That's another at least decent thing about the double hunt nights, is that I can just focus on another target while I'm doing that. That's it for that batch. So, count. I mean the encounter. Looks like I could probably get about 5 encounters done in the time it takes for these eggs to hatch. Fine. Up this count as well before I forget. Oh. Probably got actually a couple of more in this. 3? Just sleeping there quietly. No. Yeah, the thing that's holding this back is just the, kind of fact that it doesn't just go straight to the Sapphire screen. Or the, like, the intro cutscene first. I got one more egg. I think is Fiona. I got that. Stuff. I'd be able to get 151 out of this before. That's how many Pokemon there are. How y'all? How's everyone else holding up so far tonight? Any plans for the weekend? My plans are mostly sleep. Got of course my streams and whoever signed the badges for the Toronto, I guess whoever Overload's graphic designer was. Very nice badges, really. My competitors passed for regionals from last weekend. I'm also gonna try to talk to my I'm gonna try to talk to my boss on, I guess Monday would be the chance I can do this. See if I can get a last minute booking off for Sunday. For next Sunday, I should say. Because there's a mid-season event at the same place those premiere events I want to go to is going to be at. You think? Hopefully Monday wouldn't be too last minute. I know I definitely have some vacation time I can, or some banked stat holiday time I can use. So. I forgot to push the button again. Up this camp. Yet. I wonder how they're going, like, if all of the Paradox trios, both of the Paradox trios in the Indigo Disc are going to be shiny locked. I'm very curious about that in particular. Because now, almost with the exception of the two new Regis, that came out in Scarlet and Violet. Or not Scarlet and Violet, Sword and Shield. I'm pretty sure any new legendary is pretty much shiny. Is that? No. The lighting threw it off. Lighting had me second guessing there. Oops. I kind of hope they're not shiny locked the new legendaries. I mean, but at the same time, you know, if it's a static encounter, I would hate to have to reset over that. In hindsight, I think Regice might be. No, I think. I don't remember what the next upcoming raid events are. What the next upcoming legendary raids are. No, Genesect is right now in Pokemon. Okay, Yone. Genesect. Virizion. Okay, the Swords of Justice are next. We got Virizion, Valian, of course, Terrakion. I got 5 more batches before I gotta start before I gotta set up a picnic. And actually I might not even need to quickly switch over to the game section for a sec and this stuff back. I might look for I need. Yes. There, that's better. And now get back to the dual hunt. Oh, that's not it. Oh, crap. Almost dropped my controller. Leak Duck on what next, I think Omega Garchomps. The next Mega raid event. Not that it really matters, I've got enough shiny Garchomp. And I don't know how much. Actually, Mega Garchomp might be useful in Pokemon Go, to be perfectly honest. And Mega Garchomp's got a really nice shiny. Alright, that's a no. Up this count as well. the very least, you would assume with the Indigo Disc trailer, they would finally show what Entei and Terrakian's Paradox forms are going to look like. And like what they're gonna, so we can at least know what they're gonna be called. So what we have Raging Bolt, Walking Wake, Iron Crown, Iron Leaves. So I think we need to know what the other ones, and I'm assuming, you know, obviously Entei's Paradox will probably be Fire Dragon. And then Terrakians will probably be Rock Steel, or sorry, Rock Psychic. Rock Psychic. The very in the pattern we've been seeing, obviously the Cantonian Beast Paradoxes are all dragon types from being went from being monotypes to dual dragon types. Dual types with dragon being their secondary type. And then the Swords of Justice went from being dual types with fighting being their secondary types to dual types with psychic. I believe, if I remember correctly, Iron Crown is steel psychic, and I know for a fact Iron Leaves is grass psychic. Oh, that was it for the batch. Okay. Swords of Justice, I think, are going to be the next raid event I'm really going to focus on for Pokemon Go, because I know they have a chance to be shiny, I think. I think actually the Virizion raids start next week. If I'm going to double check Leak Duck's site real fast. Events. Virizion starts next Thursday. Didn't get a look at that. In here. Is that it? Don't think that's it. That's... Okay, I'm gonna hope that wasn't it. I suppose I could always check YouTube, but oh fuck. Jesus. Okay. Fine. And Virizion be okay, it can be shiny. The only downside to that is they're all going to be locked to Premier Balls if I get them from Pokemon Go, but not the end of the world. I'm gonna plug in my headphones here so I will potentially. Just plug good. There we go, this'll be better. I can have an earbud in one ear here, and I can hear without having to worry too much about might have already gone through a couple without realizing it, but let's just... That's a no. I think the Regice theme is just unabashedly becoming like one of my favorite legendary themes. Okay, wow, that was almost all Sprigatito. Except for this last egg, which is clearly going to be a Fione. That's a no. Alright. On to our last box before we gotta start breeding again. Alright. How much time I got to? 20 minutes? Okay. Add up, so better. Yeah, nice little echo. I got the headphone covering my earbud. Damn it. Just missed a button there. Sometimes I'll push the macro on the 3DS, because like I said, the 3DS is the soft reset macro, which is LR start and select. Put an earbud in the other ear. No, I can't hear both. I don't know why I thought I would be able to, but was not the case. Actually, I think tomorrow something I might do, because I know I can get access to a lot of the Gen 4 and 5 of it. I'm curious to see if somebody will find a way to access the past 3DS distributions without having to use like an action replay, like how they did with the Gen 4 distributions. Where like there was a specific MAC address you need to punch in, and that gets you access to all the previous events at random intervals. Like you can even get the you can even get access to the event for the Snarl HM in Gen 4, which technically was never released. Loud enough. That's better. Oh no, this last egg's a Fiona. Okay. Ah, shit. There we go. I'm sure this won't cause any kind of significant stick drift in the future. Hitting 170 at the exact same time. Alright, penultimate batch before we gotta start breeding again. Oh, I hit the olive again. Giant novelty olive that you hadn't. No. So what's our timer up? Hey, James. It has been a long day, yeah. Oh, boy. It has been one hell of a long day. How was your day today? No, you got your exam prep going on right now. Yeah, how could you tell I had a long day? Is it the way I'm talking? Oh, but yeah, it has definitely been a very long day. How was your? I think I already asked this, but I can't remember. How was your day? Oh, dude, I didn't. Oh my God, that's where my. I just literally found out where. Remember where I put my penny sleeves. I could have opened cards today, and I didn't even realize it. Well. Actually, I could probably open up some cards. After we're done with these batches while I'm breeding eggs. Or while I'm getting some more eggs together. Okay, yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Not just a hat rack, my friend. Right now, us taking your fried brain cells with a guilty pleasure. Hey, sometimes going for the guilty pleasure movies, it's really the best way to go about it, right? No, it's not. Damn it. That? No. Saw you yawn. Try to keep yourself. Yeah, fair enough. It. Yeah, I didn't think I was that tired, but yeah, It's like I said, it's just been a long day. I at least managed to get in a nap before stream. That's always a plus. Also, I'm dealing with like some really, really bad chapped lips right now, so if you see me kind of reaching for the chapstick, that's why. I need to reapply it every now and then to try to heal this up. Yone is not shiny. Alright, I think that's the last one for the batch. Yeah, it's the last one for the batch. Alright, one last batch of eggs. And then we'll open up some, we'll set up a picnic, get some sandwiches ready, and open up some cards. Since I found when I put my penny sleeves. Oh. But yeah, I've just been catching up on season 2 of Loki as well. I say catching up. I watched like the one episode that came out today. I'm also excited for the end of the month because that's when the 60th anniversary of Doctor Who is airing, and it's going to be on Disney Plus here, which is kind of cool. Of course, we got Gracie over here taking a nice little snooze on my bed. Yeah, I don't know what she did, but she really tuckered herself out as well. Yeah, no, I'm very curious to see with the 60th anniversary, how they get around the whole if Donna remembers who I am, she's gonna basically explode thing. Like, I know Russell T Davies has never been the best when it comes to payoffs and stuff. Well, I mean, he's better than Moffat. He's better than Moffat, I can say that much for certain, but that's a low bar. Because, like, I know the Russell T Davies era, I don't know if I'd say it was better or worse than the Moffat era of Doctor Who. I can't say for certain if it was better than the Chibnall era, because I'll be honest, the only episode of the Chibnall era I watched was The Power of the Doctor. I know the Chibnall era was also not very popular, though. But I'm also, like, I don't know if I'm preparing myself for more emotional damage with David Tennant's. This is gonna be, I think it's. Hang on. There was Eccleston into Tennant, Tennant into Tennant, Tennant into Smith, Whittaker into Tennant. Yeah, this is technically gonna be the 5th regeneration scene involving David Tennant, which is crazy. I think that's more than any other Doctor. Or any other actor who's played the Doctor at this point. Oh, sorry, this will be his 6th regeneration. Let's see, the 6th regeneration sequence involving Tennant. Which is crazy to think about. When we get Tennant into Gatwa. I just hope it's better than, what we got with, well... Okay. It is, by default, probably going to be a better regeneration than what we got with the End of Time. With the I don't want to go. But like, the thing I've learned, because this will be my, how many times have I gone through regeneration of a new Doctor? Smith into Capaldi was my first time watching it as it happened. Then we had Capaldi into Whitaker, well, Capaldi into Whitaker, and also, Kurt into Eccleston. And also, McGann into Hurt. So this will be, oh, and did I say Capaldi into Whitaker? Yeah, so this will be my fifth time watching Regeneration as it happens. And the only thing I know for certain is, like, no matter how many times this will be resolved in the best creative way, the worst era was the Chibnall era. Long story short, that era, the match survived the end of that Cyberman battle, and Troy Galloway tried to fricassee the Doctor to split the Doctor's incarnations. That I remember. Kind of. Okay. I'm gonna do a couple more Regice encounters while I prepare the Alright. So we got that ready to go. Need to get my timer ready. Like, I know the Timeless Child stuff was not very well received. And there's, like, a lot of the Chibnall era that kind of had to be left to the wayside. Like, whatever was going on with Captain Jack. Because I know John Barrowman had a cameo as Captain Jack in season 14, I think it was. With the season where they first introduced the Fugitive Doctor, which is another thing of, like, this is causing more headaches than is necessary, even though I think it's been established in the past that the Doctor, it's been hinted at in the past that the Doctor has had incarnations from before the Hartnell Doctor, before Hartnell's Doctor. But I mean, yeah, just the headaches of the continuity headaches that that era caused is not the greatest. I think probably, from what I understand, which season was it? Which was the first season? Hang on, I have it right here. Oh, so it was series 12. The series 12 that was the one with the Timeless Child and everything. Just handled wrong. Had Moffat. I don't think so. I don't think so, because Moffat's era was really bad for continuity as well. Yeah, from what I understand, like, for a lot of classic Who fans, the Tom Baker era was basically the same as the David Tennant era. That was the era where a lot of people really started getting into Doctor Who. And a lot of that just stems strictly from his longevity, because I think Baker played the Doctor for 7 years. To the point where people were worried about how Peter Davison was going to be accepted. Like, I think that had a lot to play into why people didn't like Castrovalva, which was Peter Davison's first serial as the Doctor. Alright. So that is the last batch there. Let's go ahead, let's set up our picnic, get some eggs ready. Like, the Tom Baker era has a lot. So the David Tennant's first era as the Doctor, as the 10th Doctor, has a lot of kind of parallels to Tom Baker's, I would say. You know, he was a very beloved doctor. He had a surprisingly long run, even though technically he only did 3 full seasons. He had a pretty long run from what I remember. And let's minimize this for now. We're gonna make this sandwich so we can get some eggs together, and then we'll open up some Pokemon cards. Because why not? But I would also say that the Jodie Whittaker's era of the show, even though she definitely lasted a significantly longer time than Colin Baker did, because I think he only had like a full season before he got canned. And that wasn't even his fault. Like, from what I remember, like the head, it was either the head of drama or the comptroller of the BBC at the time was actively trying to fuck Doctor Who in the ass. Alright, I'm just gonna quickly, oops. Shit. Okay, on. There we go. Oh, no, no. There we go. I screwed that one up. Alright. So we got our boxes here of cards. Have Paradox Rift ETB, a little 3-pack of Paradox Rift, and a pack of Burning Shadows, a little classic pack, because found a new card store that opened up near me. It's not necessarily a card store, but it's focused on retro toys and stuff. It's even set up to look like a bedroom from the 90s and stuff. Like when I went in, they had a Nintendo 64, they had an NES with an NES Zapper, an old CRT style TV, and they were playing an old episode of Pokemon. Like I'm talking like original season Pokemon. So it was like really cool. And this place had just opened up like a month ago. I'd seen it for a while, but this was like the first time I'd really had a chance to go in and check them out. Open up. Come on, ETB. Come on, ETB. Put Titan in a sleeve. Well, not a promo. Oh, it is a promo. Okay, we'll put it in a sleeve for now. Right. Paradox Rift. Got our packs. A promo card as well, but I'll get that later. And how Moffat cleared up the end of the Time War. Truly happened. Second Tom Baker, 1970s, head of BBC, was an asshole, tried to destroy it because Michael Grade thought historical dramas and nature documentaries and highbrow comedies. Thing is, you could do that in Doctor Who with the exception of... Yeah. But with Moffat, you had other issues too, like his writing of the characters in particular. There was a lot of... With Moffat as well, there were a lot of massive continuity errors that were constantly looked at. Like, just, for me, the Moffat era was not something I like to look back on fondly. Alright, so we're opening up some Paradox Rift. Let's go ahead and get this done. But yeah, and then it also helps, if I remember correctly, the same guy was also sleeping with Colin Baker's wife at the time, so I didn't get a chance. I looked at the energy, so I can't do the guess the energy, but we have Eatmore. Oh wait, no, this isn't Paradox Rift. This is Burning Shadows. That explains why the card trick was different. Perlia, Simisage, Riolu, Cutiefly, You can tell this isn't Gen 8 era because the fairy type cards exist. Jupiter, Togedemaru, Wimpod, Reverse Holo Zygarde, that gets sleeved, and a Alolan Ninetales. Shit. Getting my eggs here while I'm... Come on. Alright. Up. Zygarde. We'll put it away after. And time for some Paradox Rift. So if I remember correctly, with the Gen 9 era of cards, it's one, the card trick is one to the front. I'm gonna say electric. No, water. We have Wimpod, Elekid, Tinkatuff, Trubbish, Ferrothorn, Cursed Duster, Orbeetle, Toedscruel, that is uncommon, Orbeetle, which is also uncommon, and Morpeko. But yeah, the finally getting some clearance on what happened with the Time War was fine. But also, like, when you look at how the episodes were paced and stuff, it wasn't great. Like, I still think Listen was probably one of the better episodes he wrote. Like, I think Moffat was better at standalone episodes specifically than overarching story stuff. Like, every showrunner that Doctor Who has had since New Who has had massive flaws with their work. I'm gonna say fire. Hey, I called it. We have Galvantula, Mantike, Pansage, Minun, Cloth, the Luxurious Cape, Cyclezar, Doublade, oh shit, Wimpod, and yo, a Cofagrigus EX, very nice. That gets double sleeved. But yeah, I know specifically, the original creator of Doctor, I can't remember his name, Sidney Newman or something? He was originally meaning for Doctor Who to be, you know, educational and talk about history and stuff. So I can understand the historical stuff, but it was that the head of BBC also had a huge problem with science fiction at the time. Alright. Go. Darkness. Now electric. We have Plusle. Was killing Clara. Yeah. I mean, the problem with that was Jenna Coleman clearly wanted out. Toxel, Liepard, Technical Machine Evolution, Durant, Slitherwing. Ooh. Okay, that's my first Paradox form. Knacklestack, Tatsugiri, which is an uncommon, and Milotic. I think the Time of Angels was definitely not a great episode, and definitely probably the worst send-off we've had for a companion in New Who. At least from what I've seen. I never saw, like I said, I didn't really watch much of Whittaker's era, unfortunately, because I just didn't have the time. But I would also very much compare Whittaker's time on Doctor Who to... Probably very much compare Whittaker's time on Doctor Who to Colin Baker's, from what I've heard. Where she was... Her season was kind of really... Like... Her season wasn't really given much to work with. Now, I don't think it's going to be at the same level as Colin Baker's, but... You know, what do I know? like in terms of like how interference from the BBC kind of screwed Colin Baker's season. Whatever. Anyways, let's say water. Hey, I called it. And if I call it, that means there's something good in the back. We've got Blipbug, Coco, Snowrut, Honedge, Orthworm, Professor Turo's Scenario, Mienshao, Charcadet, Galvantula, and a Milotic. Wow, Galvantula is a common. That's... Side. Leave up the Milotic. But yeah, like, what was that? Was season 9, right? Season 9 of Doctor Who was not a series I look back fondly on. Like, it still had probably one of Capaldi's best episodes in Hellbent, where it's just kind of Capaldi doing in a Groundhog Day scenario. But, you know, everything else about that season just doesn't really work well for me in particular. Alright, let's go with Darkness. No, Electric. We have Natu, Remoraid, Pumpkaboo, Zubat, Technical Machine De-Evolution, or Devolution, Exploud, Mela, Toad's Cruel, which is also uncommon, Shenpao, which is a rare, so that gets sleeved, and Thievul. Two sleeved cards here. And like, we look at Day of the Doctor as, you know, something we finally get to find out what happened at the end of the Time War and stuff. But you also have to remember, Eccleston was originally supposed to be involved with that, and he said no because the script was not to his liking. That's the whole reason why we had that clusterfuck with that secret regeneration between 8 and 9, which really fucked up the order of everything. Even before we were reminded that, oh yeah, that's right, 10 had two regeneration scenes. Like 3 regeneration, had an extra regeneration scene in there from season 4. Anyways, Steel. Nope, Darkness. We have Onyx, Nickit, Knackley, Nimble, Screamtail, Technical Machine Devolution, Exploud, Aegislash, which is a rare, so that gets sleeved, Charcadet again, and Espathra. Oops, I think I accidentally closed the, But if you look specifically at the Death of the Pawns, that has so many massive plot holes in it. Like, what was stopping the Doctor from just going and getting them the day after the, because, yeah, the Weeping... for whatever reason, the TARDIS was blocking him from picking up... Shit. from going back to take Amy and Rory from, you know, 1940s New York that particular day. But, like, what was to stop him from picking them up at a different time? I feel like that was something that might not have been explained super well. And that was, you know... And then there was the fact that he couldn't stop writing this specific character. Okay, I saw what this was. It's psychic energy. We have Gimme Ghoul, Purloin, Minfu. For me, again, the problem with the Death of the Pawns was there was a way to do it that didn't seem like a cop-out. Like oh, well, we can't go back there. Why not? Because the script says so. Minfu, Ferroseed, Minior, Dondozo, Veluza, Flamigo, which is a common, Parasol Lady, Paradox would have wiped New York off the map, and Lokix. I don't know, I feel like, you know, looking at specific writers with rose-tinted glasses isn't always the best in those situations, you know? But whatever. Anyways, grass. No fighting. Yamask, Spinda, Tinkatink, Pandamouse, Mela, Slitherwing, Gorgeist, Webble, Mian Shao, which is an uncommon, and Latios. Like the problem with time travel in any kind of media is like it introduces so many plot holes into things in general. Like there's, you know, it's very hard to not lead to issues like that. Alright, fighting. No, darkness. You have Whismur, Flamigo, Porygon, Seadra, Durant, Slitherwing, Ferrothorn, Aegislash, which is a rare, so that gets sleeved, Wimpod, and Yveltal. We're getting close to our next egg pickup. I mean, I just hope with Davies we don't get a lot of the same issues of just random superfluous episodes like, what if the Titanic was in space? Or what if reality TV was trying to kill you? Or, heaven forbid, Love and Monsters 2.0. You know, no showrunner has been perfect. I always stand by that, but I just... You know, I'm still recovering from the clusterfuck that was Torchwood Miracle Day, and that was all Russell T Davies. That was a terrible season of Torchwood. And that was the last Doctor Who related thing that Davies worked on. All right, let's say poison or psychic. Sorry, no fighting. We have Plusle, Pandamouse, Toad's Cool, Oxel, Iron Bundle, Techno Radar, Countercatcher, Future Booster Energy Capsule, that is an uncommon, Kingdra, which is a rare, so that gets sleeved, and yo! Hoopa EX! That gets double sleeved. Oh, are we on? Oh, I think I just went through a commercial break without even realizing it. Oops. Oh well. Oh! Nope. Dropped my controller for a second there. I think there's also this idea that, like, outside of the regeneration scenes, I don't think Moffat has given us a very good regeneration episode ever. Like, the regeneration scenes have been spot on or pretty damn good, but outside of that, the episodes themselves have been really bad. Davies at least gave us some memorable episodes with stuff like the End of Time. The End of Time, The Parting of the Ways. Although the End of Time, you know, was kind of played off by the fact that Tennant... I know with Tennant's regeneration, it was the whole idea that that was probably the most human doctor we'd ever had. But it just... It kind of kneecapped Matt Smith's run, in my opinion. With him saying, like, oh, well, if this man comes in, he's not going to be me as the doctor. Alright, second last pack, I'm gonna say grass. No, electric. Swablu, Anseer, Wiglet, Gligar, Absol, Masquerain, Ancient Booster Energy, Elekid, Gligar, and Zekrom. That up. Oh, damn it. Dropped my card. There we go. And last pack magic. Let's see. We got two really good cards there in the Hoopa Unchained form, and what's the other EX we got? Hoopa. We have Hoopa Unchained EX and Cofagrigus EX. Alright, last pack, I'm gonna say Psychic. Hey, I called it. So we have Spinda, Nimble, Elekid, Vanillish, Masquerain, Ancient Booster Energy Capsule, Cyclizar, Blipbug. Need to put this down for a sec so I can reset the timer when it comes time. Alright, so Blipbug, where we left off. Groudon Illustrator Rare. God damn, that's a great pull. And Porygon Z. Alright, so 3 very, very good pulls from this Paradox Rift ETB. Very nice. Actually, one of them might not even been from the ETB. One of them might have been from the blister pack. I can't remember. But I'm not complaining too much about these 3. So those will go in my binder later. Put these all away afterwards. But I'm actually gonna take a minute to go grab something to drink. I'll be right back. Tracy can keep y'all company while I'm going to get some water. Okay. We are back. Let's. We got a little bit of time left. I'm gonna quickly switch back over to the dual hunt page so we can get these. Excuse me. Get these eggs kind of going during this last little bit, because I don't need to have the timer going after this next thing of what's it? Brain is absolutely not braining right now. Oops. Well. Not it. We'll go ahead and we'll turn off the timer now. Or turn off the 4-minute timer. Still got the half-hour timer for the sandwich. Oh. Actually, it's funny. I go back and I look back at the Moffat era. The best regeneration episode he probably wrote was probably the Night of the Doctor, and that was like a very short episode, which tells me, I don't know what that tells me, to be honest. Again, I'm very hard pressed to call Day of the Doctor a regeneration episode, since like it wasn't advertised like that. I mean, it kind of made sense in the long haul that the War Doctor, we would have had to have seen the War Doctor's regeneration at some point. Like, in hindsight, it's very similar to like a lot of the regeneration episodes we wound up getting. Although I do find it funny that with Chibnall's last episode, The Power of the Doctor, that was probably the best regeneration episode I'd seen in years. And again, even though the regeneration was kind of something that was kind of put in last minute, that was, I think, a very, very, very good episode. Like, if there was any episode I was glad to have seen from the Chibnall era, it was The Power of the Doctor. Like, that was I think the only full episode I'd seen with Sacha Dhawan as the Master. I think he's probably one of my favorite incarnations I've ever seen of the Master, just because, like, you know, his manic glee made him look like he had fun with everything. Plus, just the randomness of, like, as he's summoning the regeneration forcing machine, just dancing to fucking Boney M's Rasputin. Just, it fits. It's so weird, but it kind of fits with who I understand Sacha Dhawan's incarnation of the Master is. And the fact that his whole thing is just pure nostalgia. Like, he uses tissue compression, which was something I think like Ainley's incarnation of the Master probably used. Or you know, forced regeneration, which was a nice callback to what led to Patrick Troughton's regeneration. For clarification, a lot of times now when I refer to previous incarnations of the Doctor, I usually refer to them by the name of the actor. So you had William Hartnell, the first Doctor, also played by name David Bradley in later seasons. Well, in more recent seasons, due to the fact that Hartnell died in the 70s. Ugh. So yeah, you had Hartnell and Bradley as the first Doctor. You had Patrick Troughton, who played the second Doctor. I think his son actually... if there was ever any instances where you had to have the Doctor... stories involving the second Doctor in modern times, I think his kid actually voiced him. Because I know with John Pertwee, the third Doctor, his son Sean, who, if you ever seen Gotham, he is a fucking dead ringer for his father. Because he played Alfred on Gotham. Oh wait, hang on. Get the eggs. Actually, it's funny too, because Patrick Troughton, his grandson, played Dudley Dursley in Harry Potter. That's always like a really cool piece of trivia I found when it came to. I mean, with British actors, there's like an 80% chance they've shown up in Doctor Who at some point. Like Andrew Garfield was in an episode from the 10th Doctor's era. Not a great episode, mind you. It was another Russell T Davies special where he kind of took the sheer absurdity of Doctor Who a little too far. It was a two-parter, Daleks Take Manhattan and Evolution of the Daleks, I think it was. I have seen Sean Pertwee. Yeah, like if they ever need a story where they need the third Doctor, they can easily bring Sean Pertwee in for that. It's like how David Bradley actually looks a lot like William Hartnell. Who else do they have? They have the guy who played Patrick Troughton in An Adventure in Space and Time, which is a biopic on the creation of Doctor Who. The show itself. The guy who played Patrick Troughton at the end of the special of that particular movie looks very similar to how Patrick Troughton looks as well. Like, he's someone they could easily bring in if they needed to bring in the second Doctor. And then because but I think you're going to be very hard-pressed to see Eccleston show up in a live-action thing now, because he's been very clear that if Eccleston, the Ninth Doctor, were to ever return to Doctor Who, the script would have to be right. Because originally he was supposed to be in the position John Hurt's Doctor, the War Doctor, was in for Day of the Doctor. Which would have been unfortunate, because, like, I think the treatment of the War Doctor was very kind of, like, one of my bigger problems with Day of the Doctor, because Day of the Doctor was actually a pretty decent episode. Not great for an anniversary special. Like, I'm hoping the 3 specials we're getting at the end of the month, from the end of November to like mid-December, I'm hoping those are a lot better than what. Again, I have no problem with the 50th anniversary of the show. I'm hoping like the 360th anniversary specials are a lot better. Like in terms of like really amping up the. Oh, I should probably put the eggs in my party, shouldn't I? That might be helpful. again, I'm also very interested to see like what leads to Tennant's most recent regeneration, the one he filmed during the specials and stuff. I'm also kind of sad because this is gonna have been Bernard Cribbin's final appearance before his passing, because he passed, I think, just after they finished filming the 60th anniversary. So this is gonna be like the last time we see Wilfred Mott anywhere on the show. Well, the only other thing I'm curious about is, like, if there's ever a situation where they have to bring in the War Doctor again. Which I doubt they will. But who would you have play him? Like, who do we have that you'd have to find someone who's a pretty decent ringer for even a young John Hurt. Because, like, I know when they did Night of the Doctor. Yeah, and here's the thing, too, that I loved about Bernard Cribbins as, you know, in Doctor Who. He was one of those characters that you really, he really was good at pulling on people's heartstrings. So, like, there's gonna be that real extra tragedy with him when he shows up in these specials. I also kind of low-key hope we get some kind of other doctors appearing besides Tennant and Gatwa. You know, especially considering the rumor I heard is that Neil Patrick Harris is basically playing the villain from the Five Doctors, which was technically more of the Three Doctors with a slight cameo from. No, wait, was it the Three Doctors or the Four Doctors? Sorry, I think it was the Four Doctors. Because did Pertwee show? I think Baker was the only one that didn't show up in that one. He had a brief cameo, and then he got kind of sucked into a time vortex, essentially, and we didn't see him past that. So they called it the Five Doctors, but it was really just a new actor playing Hartnell, because Hartnell had passed at that point, or playing the first Doctor, because Hartnell had passed at that point. Patrick Troughton, John Pertwee, and Peter Davison. Yeah, I know. He was in, Is it worth getting a 3DS old games? It depends if you really wanna... If you really wanna play the older games. Because, like... Here's the thing. You won't be able to get Pokemon Bank since the stores shut down. So I would say if you wanna collect the older Pokemon, you're better off just collecting them through Pokemon Go. If you already had the 3DS and Pokemon Bank, probably, but you're gonna have to, like, unfortunately, because Nintendo shut down the eShop and then made it so you can't mod, or it made it harder to mod 3DSs so that you could put custom firmware on there. Yeah, so the issue with that is Pokemon Home. Or sorry, Pokemon Bank. Because you can't get it after now that they've shut down the eShop. Also, hi Angel Banks, how you doing? Sorry, I forgot to say hello earlier. Like, if you want to shiny out in the old games, it's kind of cool to do that, but again, the issue there is going to be being able to get Pokemon Bank. Because, yeah, basically, if you didn't get it before, I think it was last March, then you're kind of out of luck on that front. Yeah, if you can find a way to get Pokemon Bank without the eShop, I mean, cool, but you know, Nintendo kind of made it hard to do that. Like, I don't even know if like getting a custom firmware 3DS and getting Pokemon Bank there. You can, but it's the issue of like being able to figure out how to get past their latest mod patch that they had. I'm sure there are modders who have found ways to do it. I don't generally do the modding stuff just because like I get worried about screwing that stuff. Like the only mod I did on my 3DS was the capture mod, and I sent that to England. Yeah. Sorry, I wish I could be more helpful on that. I wish I could be more helpful there, but yeah, I just trying to be as helpful as I can with that. I'm also not sure if, like, a modded version of Bank would actually still be able to connect to Pokemon Home. But that's probably something that's very easy to Google and find out. Because, like, I know the, you can't trade with emulated versions of the game without custom firmware. Which is weird, because it was always just based on, like, internet connection, right? But I guess that's also how they got around stuff like like, you know, hacks and stuff. You know, trying to trade hacked Pokemon in? I don't know. Call that 194, yeah, that'll do. That's a no-go. No. 5. That's a no. Alright, so I'm probably gonna call it soon, probably in another 20 minutes. I'm gonna call it a night. And then we'll cause tomorrow well, I'm just kind of tired and kind of ready to. But that, you know, going back to what Angel said, what Angel was asking before, and going into the whole situation with Pokemon Bank, I'm still upset at Nintendo for that. Like, especially now that they're, you know, now that there's a possibility that they could even shut down Pokemon Bank in the next few years. That's so fucking dumb on their part. Like, the fact that, you know, it's you basically have to purchase the games multiple times if you want to play them, like, on different system generations. Like, let's say you bought Ocarina of Time on the Wii U eShop from the retro console, the virtual console. Or, you know, I have red, blue, yellow, gold, and silver on my 3DS through the eShop, through the Virtual Console. The fact that I can't play those on the Switch, even though it's all the same thing, is ridiculous. Alright, James, have a good night, bud. Thanks for popping in. That's a no. Have yourself a good night, bud. I think that's it for the eggs, but I'm gonna double check on that. Oh, probably should. Yeah, that's it for the eggs. Wow. 2 Flabébé and a whole bunch of Fione. That's a no. But of course tomorrow we're gonna be. I know for those of you watching on YouTube, I do still have the old VODs from when I played Tomb Raider back in 2018. But we're gonna be playing Tomb Raider, one of my favorite games of all time, and I'm talking about the 2012-2013 reboot, the one that they based the more recent movie off of. By recent, I mean, like, again, 2018 probably was when that came out. Probably gonna, I won't say slowly work our way through that trilogy, but because I know in the next little bit I'll be focusing a couple of streams on the Indigo Disc, and then in the new year, depending on whether or not the SAG-AFTRA Interactive Media Strike starts up, I'm probably going to be playing Kingdom Hearts, I think it was Dream Drop Distance is the next one on the list I gotta play. Up that count. That. No. Alright, so we're low-key about to hit 200, 200 on the old, Regice. Regice hunt. It really does take a while for, Restream to catch up on this stuff sometimes. Oh, should probably... Oh. What I will say is, the 3DS era does have some really fun shiny hunting methods, whether it be like the Friend Safari, Friend Safari, or Horde hunting, or SOS hunting especially. SOS hunting is fun. There's, it does require a bit of legwork to set up properly. Like, you need a hidden ability Executor. You need, with skill swap and... Which I think it learns skill swap and bestow naturally, although you do need to learn... I think bestow you need to learn as an execute. You need to make sure it learns as an execute. And then you also need to make, like with most shiny hunting mechanics, you need to make sure you have something that can put a Pokemon to sleep that also knows False Swipe. Like, I know Gallade and Parasect are two very good answers for that. And with Parasect especially, the fact you get access to Damp as an ability is really helpful for Pokemon that may know Self-Destruct. Like, if Parasect ever becomes available in Scarlet, if Parasect is part of the Blueberry Pokedex, the Blueberry Academy Pokedex, that is going to be very helpful for shiny hunting in Scarlet and Violet. Like, you're not going to have to be so heavily reliant on Quick Balls, which I know for a lot of shiny hunters is a big, like, ooh, no, shame on you. You can't rely so much on Quick Balls. Oh, probably, yeah. Need to swap out the eggs. I think I forgot to hit the button a couple of times. Oh, shit. Yo. Let's see if we can get to 210 Regice encounters before we call it a night. I think we'll take it to 210 Regice encounters, do a couple extra eggs, and then we'll go from there. Or a couple extra batches of eggs, that's a no. A no. So I accidentally didn't hit the macro properly with, because with static encounters on the 3DS, that's something you have to get used to. I think it's available. I think you can do the soft reset on the DS as well, where it's LR start and select. That'll help. That'll reset. I'll reset the game, or take you back to the main menu without having to hit the home button, close the game, and go from there. Rigatito, no. Regice, no. Up that camp before I forget. Oh, that's the... Actually, when I call it a night, I'm gonna have to make sure I need to make sure I do. I need to make sure that I optimize my settings for Tomb Raider so that not causing too many. I mean, it's an older game. That's almost 10-year. It's an over 10-year-old game, so it shouldn't be too much of a stress on my PC. I think when if and when we get to Shadow of the Tomb Raider, that's potentially going to be something I have to look out for. Because I know Shadow can be very resource intensive. Of all the Regis to start with. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be another event when the Regis are going to be available in Pokemon Go, but I want to try and see if I can get it here. I regret that I didn't try to do more shadow raids in Toronto. When I was at regionals last week. But oh no, get a Fiona egg still. Alright, so that's our Fiona done. Get our next egg ready. Our next batch of eggs ready. Oh. I need to look at a better comparison of the two afterwards. Because, like, that is so not different. That's side by side there. Right. But it's just basically like you turn up the contrast slightly on Regice, and that's it shiny. Oops. Well, I don't push the button. Do this hunt then. I hit the wrong thing. Oh, I thought that was it for a second. Alright, one more Regice, and then we finish this batch of eggs, and I think we're gonna call it a night. Alright, this is our last Regice for the night. And that's a no. Right, so this is what I was talking about earlier about going back to the menu and stuff to close it out. Close this. Let's switch over to the game page. Plug yes. Got 2 more batches to hatch. Might as well just ride around for these last 2. Also, I got my Hisuian Typhlosion today. I used, what's it called? Dockspun. Actually, it's surprisingly good for this. All you need is body press and defensive boosting nature. And it's good to go. Like, max defense, max HP, defensive boosting nature, body press, and its standard ability, Well-Baked Body. It's just really good in general for dealing with Typhlosion, because it really likes to spam Will-O-Wisp. After 3 turns, you've maxed out your defense, you maxed out the potential damage you can do with Well-Baked Body. Tomorrow, I'm gonna have to make sure I get some extra eggs done too, because Sunday is going to be battle stream, mostly battles, battling, and of course Masuda Roulette. This is our last egg of the night. No shinies again. We are on a bit of a dry streak right now. A dry spell right now for shinies. Alright, so that is going to be it for us for tonight. So, all that out of the way. Oh, doesn't work. Okay. I'm just gonna open up YouTube and Twitch here. Alright, so with all that out of the way, thank you all so much for joining in. If you would like to follow on social media or join our awesome Discord community, links as always are in the chat off to the side. For those of you who are watching on Twitch, we are going to go find someone to send the love over to for tonight. But we will be back tomorrow, like I said, for the Tomb Raider reboot. But until next time, I am Kira Kennedy. Thank you all so much for joining in. Let's go find someone to send the love over to. Let's go send the love over to someone different than usual. Alright, screw it. Let's go send the love over to No Limit 3020. They're playing Super Mario Wonder. So obviously, spoilers if you spoiler alert heading in if you have not played that game and you want to try to avoid any story spoilers. But I need to open up my video, my stream manager real quick so I can do this. But until next time, I am Kira Kennedy. Thank y'all so much for joining in, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Peace!